Sudden.
What is up, dudeettes and everything else? How are you doing? Welcome into another upload here on United Spurs of America. I'm Jacob, as you know. And look, I wasn't even going to share this first, but look, I've got a tier list. I saw it on Twitter, and I thought, hey, that's actually a funky, cool idea. So real quick, I do want to shout out this one Twitter account. He made a tier list. At Madzi THFC says, if any Tottenham fans want a tier list for our players, including those on loan, here it is. So they did create it for us, and I figured why not go ahead and do a little quick upload of my ranking of the players. And this is where I want you to get involved in the comments down below. So if you're not liking or subscribing, sharing the video, that's fine. But why not leave a comment? Even if you don't want to help the channel grow, just leave a comment. Tell me I'm full of it, I'm onto something, or what you agree, disagree with. Please let me know. I will respond. I heart every comment so you know that I read it. If I haven't hearted it, then I haven't read it. So if you care about that kind of thing, go ahead and comment down below as we go. Look, I put in 3 of them already, and they were 3 of the goalkeepers because I didn't want to waste too much time. I actually don't have too much time to do this upload, but so I wanted to say Heung-min. We play Rangers tomorrow. Shout out Ainge, going back to Glasgow, where he's seen some success before with Celtic. So look, that'll be fun. I didn't want to do like a preview upload. I like doing previews live, and didn't actually have the chance to go live today, so I apologize about that. But if you want my real quick prediction, basically, there's a few ways I could say it. Like, this is a must win. You can't go to Scotland and lose. You can't go to Scotland and lose after losing to Bournemouth and losing to Chelsea in the way that we did. So I'm going to say we need to get our nuts back. We need to get our cojones back. We need to get that sack back.
I'm going to get my sack back. I'm going to get my sack back, dude.
You probably would hurt me.
We gonna get that sack back, but we can't do anything until tomorrow. But tomorrow, after the game, plan on going live. Hopefully you're here too. So let's get straight into it, folks. Shall we? Shall we get right on into it? So let's look here. We've got our list. At the very top is untouchable. Do not let them go. Do not let them leave. They're massive for us. Then you've got key player. You've got good. You've got squad player, meh, and sell. And then in the very bottom, a little light blue, put a weight on it. Because maybe we just haven't seen enough. We don't know enough. They're too young, etc., etc. But again, the tiers, the highest you can go is untouchable. Don't you touch them. Key player, good. Squad player, meh, sell, and wait on. So look, as you can see, we've got quite a laundry list to go through here. So let me get straight into it. I'm going to knock out some of the easy ones first. So I'm going to go with a Dane Scarlett. Look, if I'm not mistaken, Dane Scarlett is how old now? What, 21, 22? He's been doing stuff with the England U18, U-somethings. I'm looking it up. He's 20 years old, and in March he will be 21. So you know what? He's a little bit younger than I thought. He's been here forever. So I thought maybe it would be good to let him go elsewhere and see what other greener pastures he may find. But, you know, he's only 20, so I'm going to say I'm somewhere between meh and somewhere between wait on. So for Dane, you know what? He's one of our own. I'm going to say we got to wait on it. We just don't know. And with Will Lancashire, I'm going to say we're going to have to wait on him as well. Ashley Phillips, we're going to have to wait on him. You see a common theme here. There's a lot of players. Alejo Veliz, we're going to have to wait on him. I mean, I'm just looking at these faces and I'm like, wow, some of them, I love you. Alfie Devine, next up. Oh, here he is. There he is. Alfie Devine. Another guy like Dane Scarlett that I've felt like, excuse me, how old are you now? 20 years old, just like Dane Scarlett. So not as old as I thought, a little bit older than you would think a youth, quote unquote, youth player would be. However, I just don't know that we've seen enough on him. I don't have a final opinion on him. So I'm knocking out a lot of the easy ones right here, right now, so we can go ahead and get that done. I don't see any other academy kids other than Mikey Moore. But you know what? I'm going to say, I think he's good. I think he's good squad player. You know, I'm going to be a little harsh. I'm going to say squad player. I think he's good. We haven't seen enough. He had that illness and he hasn't come back since. But Mikey Moore, get healthy soon. We need you back fast, buddy. Let's see who else we got here that could be relatively easy. Sergio Reguilon. We're putting him in the cell. Get out of here, Sergio Reguilon. He couldn't get out of here if he tried. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple other sells that I see here just off the top. Maynard Solomon, bye-bye. Brian Hill, bye-bye. Timo Werner, we can't even sell him. We just got to let him go back, I suppose. Richarlison, some people will probably say somewhere right here in the weight on it. But I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and sell Richarlison. This is his third season, and I haven't seen enough. There's only 2 goals in the entire 3 seasons that he's been with us that I've really been convinced that he's anything that he can actually shoot. So I love Richarlison as a guy. I think he's a hilarious character. However, I just don't think he can cut it. I don't like his first touch. I think he's kind of slow. I don't like his decision-making under pressure. He seems to crack. Just too inconsistent. And again, the biggest point of why I want to sell Richarlison is his availability. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg was available 24/7, and we still got rid of him. I still wanted to get rid of Højbjerg. So I got to keep that same energy with Richarlison, no matter how cool your neck tattoo is, buddy. Next on the list, let's see. We've got Vicario. I'm gonna say he's good. Some would say key player. However, this year he's given me a little bit more to worry about in regards to I don't know if he's going to continue to improve. I think he's good. I think he's a very good goalkeeper. And I'm not saying I don't like him. However, for me to be a key player, I think I need – maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll flip-flop live on this upload. Well, not live, whenever you're watching it. But, yeah, there's too much stuff that I'm kind of – when Fraser Forster's in goal, those crosses from a corner – I'm not as scared. There's a big luggy man that can deal with it. So maybe I'll move Fraser Forster into man now that I'm talking about it. And I'll just keep Vicario right there on good. I think he's good. I hope he can improve. He's 26, 27, so I don't know that he will. You can only hope. Dominic Solanke, I'm going to say he's good. Probably for sure good. I almost went to squad player, but with what we've got on this squad, we've got to get some good in there. Now, this one may come with a little bit of controversy. It's Heung-min Son, and yes, I did just place him down in good, but that was just to trick you. I'm moving him up to untouchable, quite frankly. He's a club legend. He's one of our own. I don't care if he went to the academy or not. He didn't. But there was a comment I received on yesterday's live stream where I was being very harsh on Son. I was being very critical of Son, and I was being upset at the miss that he had versus Roma that reminded me of Timo Werner. Now, I had a comment, and shout out Gina Kim. Gina Kim's been a subscriber for damn near as long as this channel's been around. So big up Gina Kim every single time. But she said something like, shame on you, Jacob. You turned your back on Sonny. And then there was some other stuff. And for me, even with yesterday's stream and all the things that I had to say, I don't think that I turned on Son. I think Son is our best player. I think Son has been our best player. I think Son still can be our best player. So I hold him to that standard. He is our captain. He is a club legend. He is our best player. Those 3 contributing factors are why I try to be so harsh and critical on him, because I expect more from the best player on the pitch, in my opinion. Now, a little bit of that is bias, depending on who we're going against. But for Tottenham, if I had to pick what I would say, regardless of position, best player, it's Heung-min Son. And I wouldn't turn my back on him, Gina, and I hope you would know me better than that by now. So I'm putting him in untouchable because I did say a few weeks ago in regards to Son's contract, the alleged rumors that he's flirting with Barcelona, that I would give him a lifetime contract. I don't give a shit if he's 50 years old and can't even run around. Just let him be on the bench. Let him be in the club. Let him be a part of it. Maybe that's my low standards. I don't know. But for me, Son is untouchable. When Kane wanted to go, when Kane flirted with City, Son extended his contract. And to me, that spoke volumes. So whether you think Son can get it up or not, it remains to be seen. I don't think he's washed. I still think he has it. I think he's fucking tired. He's got cooked legs, and he's playing like he's on cooked legs, cooked brain. Just seems like he's running on empty, I'll be honest. But, Son, I believe in you. I love you. I ain't turning my back on you. You're untouchable. But if I'm harsh on you, if I'm critical against you, it's because I hold you to the highest standard humanly possible because I love you. And I do believe you can get it up.
I said, I don't remember that. Struggle to get it up. All
right, next player. We've got Wilson Odobert. I'm somewhere between wait on because we haven't even really seen enough and squad player. But you know what? I'm going to put him in squad player alongside Mikey Moore because when we did sign him, he started immediately. He eventually got injured in the first half of was it Coventry or was it one of the European matches? I can't really remember. But ever since then, we haven't seen enough for him. So I'm somewhere between wait on squad player. I don't think he's meh, but I definitely don't think he's in this good category yet. But he could be. We'll find out. Now, Brennan Johnson. My instinct, my natural instinct is to say Brennan Johnson is meh. Going into this season, I didn't think that I saw enough in the preseason to say that I saw progression in his playing ability. He went on that 7-game streak where he scored 7 goals in 7 consecutive games or whatever the stat was. And to me, it's kind of purple patchy. It's still kind of meh. Now, getting into those right positions, you do have to give him credit for. He is our leading goal scorer, if I'm not mistaken. Someone can fact check me in the comments. Let me know down below. But I believe he has the most goals out of anyone in our squad. So to me, if you have the most goals in our squad, we're not in the greatest of positions, but we're in the top talks of goal scorers in the Premier League. So if you're the top goal scorer for a club that has their name in and amongst the people who score the most goals, I'm going to have to upgrade him to squad player. And it feels weird. I don't... 55 million on him. I went on and said I would have gotten Mohamed Kudus. I would have gotten Moussa Diaby. There's a whole bunch. Even that, there's a winger I was watching today, Champions League, a winger for Feyenoord. His last name is Moussa. He's got a man bun. That motherfucker's dangerous. He's scary. He's good. And he's like 22, Algerian. I'm following him now. I can't remember his first name right now, but his last name is Moussa. He had a hell of a goal today in the Champions League. He juked through 2 guys, curled it around. Oh, it was like Sun. It was like prime Sun. So I'm going to put Brennan Johnson in squad player just based on pure statistics alone. You can't really bash him for that. But I'm not going to put him in good because I still think there's a lot on his game he needs to work on. Maybe he needs to deactivate that Instagram again, and we'll get back to cooking. Now, this is where it's going to start getting more fun. The names are getting more tight. We've got Kulusevski up next. For me, he's a key player. Not quite untouchable. He hasn't reached that status yet for me, but he is a key player to this system. This year, out of every single, he has been our most consistent performer. And I go on on these rival channels, and during the international breaks, there was about 50 of them last year. We would do those team of the year so far. And last year, I had all types of players to fight for and all types of facts, not feelings, to back up why I said that they should be in the team of the year. Now, this year's a little bit different. There's only one guy that I would argue into a team of the year, and that is Kulusevski. Outside of everybody else, I think they've been not really good. But Kulusevski, for me, he has been a key player for us. He seems to be a key cog. Whether you shift him in the midfield, you move him out to the right. He did that for City versus City, and you see how well he does there. So, look, Kulusevski, for someone that I wanted out just, 2 months ago, because I didn't know what his real position was. Not 2 months ago. In the summer, not out, but I just didn't know. I didn't see him as an Ainge winger. I saw him play in the midfield, and it seemed like he was getting bodied a few times. He did good a few times. I didn't really know. Seems like he's kind of grown into himself. I'm also going to say why he's a key player. He's one of the only players to call out the mindset, the consistency, the way that we go about our business. He called it out, and he said we'd be stupid to do what we're doing, and we're doing it right now. So I guess Kulusevski, by your metric, we are stupid. Now, next is James Maddison. Some would lead you to believe that that is a key player. At moments, I find that I think he is a key player. But I'm going to be really honest. I'm going to take him from key player down to good. I think he's good. I just don't think he's a key player. He's getting benched. We're getting results. We're losing. You bench him in the game. We get the result. To me, that doesn't sound like a key player to me. It sounds like you're a good player. He has some good attributes. He has some good goals this year. But outside of that, I don't know what else he does for me. As a leader, he's kind of failed. As a difference maker, he's failed. He really can only give you about 60 minutes if he does start. Outside of that, he's not going to give you too much else, in my opinion. So, honestly, I'm not buying Matacoin yet. Again, I'm not buying it still. But I'm going to put Maddison right there in good. Because I'm not going to say squad player. I think he's a little bit more than a squad player. However, I just don't see him breaking into that key player role. Now, Pop Matasar is another one that some may say key, some may say squad, some may say good, and even a few may say meh. I'm not definitely not going to say meh because in Europa, he was carrying us for a while. Now, there's a little inclination that I will believe him to be a squad player because I just don't know what our ideal midfield is. And then he gave away a really stupid penalty versus Chelsea. Cole Palmer was going to the fucking corner flag and you fouled him. Boneheaded. But I think he's good. I think he is a good player. He just got some bad. He did some bad. So I'm going to raise him from squad player to good because I think Pamatasar is a good player. I don't think he's a key player, not even close. I think he's closer to squad player than he is key player, if I'm honest. But again, another one I'm going to say is in the squad player, Lucas Bergvall, young Swedish. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. Well, some people don't love him. Not an Ainge signing, by the way. Not an Ainge Postecoglou signing. However, they will assert his price tag into the equation when they use that stick to beat Ainge over the head with. However, Ainge don't give a fuck. Lucas Bergvall, for me, I don't see him anywhere above squad player. I think he's toting the line between meh, because I haven't seen that great from him. But I'm gonna be a little bit happy clappery, and I'm gonna say Lucas Bergvall is a squad player. And that's all right with me. Now, next up is Bissouma. Now, Bissouma, I would have said he's good. I was hoping he would come in and act like a key player for us. However, he's definitely not a key player. Based on the performances this year and the inconsistencies in the performances last year, I'm not even going to say he's good. I don't even know if he starts in our ideal midfield. It's kind of the same story with Sarr. I don't know who gives us the best at what. But I'm going to be honest, Bissouma, I'm really upset with the balloons, the lack of leadership, the decision-making, the boneheaded decision-making. I'm going to move him into squad player. I just don't know that he starts. I just don't know that he's vital and essential. I don't know that he's good anymore. I used to think he was a good player, but I just don't know anymore. Now, Bentancur, I think he's good. I think he's kind of also in that squad player area. However, it's very clear that when we have Kulusevski, Bentancur, and then somebody else in that midfield, we do perform better. So I am going to put Bentancur on good. The only reason I would really want to put him on squad player is because of the racismo. But you know what? We squashed it. We squandered it, and he's serving his time. So yeah, what more can I say? Look, Archie Gray. Everyone fucking loves Archie Gray, right? Just like Bergvall. Another not Ainge Postecoglou signing that they will attribute those numbers and factors into their narratives whenever they spin it the way that they want to spin it. But fuck them, let them do what they want to do, huh? Some would say, man. His detractors would probably say, man. I'm going to put him up here in squad player, though, because it's very clear that he is a squad player. I don't know if he's good. I don't know if he's going to be the number 6 in the future, but he's played right back. He's played center back, and he's going to be playing center back versus Rangers. He's going to be playing center back versus Southampton. He's going to be playing center. So Van de Veen's out, by the way. Romero's out, by the way, for several weeks. So we're looking at Dragusin and Archie Gray. So I'm going to put him here in squad player because there's a lot of different areas in the squad that we play him in. Don't know if necessarily all of it's been good. There's good moments. There's some not good moments. There's some brilliant moments. There's some not brilliant moments. So I'm a little bit wishy-washy on where I'm at with Archie Gray. Still kind of I want to also put him in wait on because I feel like we should wait on him, Bergvall, Odeberg, Mikey Moore, but I'm putting him higher up the list because he is fucking used a whole bunch. So Destiny Udogie. Destiny Udogie, because you know what? I'll tell you what. This is a player that I like to take the piss with and say that he was the best left back in this, best left back in that. The fact of the matter is he had a surgery and a season-ending surgery on one of his legs last year. And then as soon as he was able to play again, we just threw him right in and he hasn't fucking rested 1 minute. So I feel for the guy. I'll be really honest. We don't have depth. We don't have a squad. Someone says you could play Spence there. Clearly Ainge hasn't, and that's a decision that I disagree with Ainge. I think you should use Spence. Spence came on as a left back in Coventry and fucking saved Ainge's job, in my opinion. Because after about 85 minutes of that Coventry game, I was ready to be Ainge out because Timo Werner, Fraser Forster, et cetera, you're playing them. That's your fault in a cup. And if you get bounced out again, first round, that's fucking embarrassing. You got to show something more. And we did. And that was because of Jed Spence. So I'll be honest. I think Destiny's not getting a lot of help. I still think he's a very good a very good left back. I just don't think he has the right depth behind him to help rotate him around. So Destiny for me, he's not as bad as everyone says. I'm still celebrating Destiny Udogie Day.
Destiny Udogie. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Udogie Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
So I'm going to put him not from key player. Last year, I probably would have said key player, but I'm going to put him right here in good. I don't think he's a squad player. I think he's good. I think he's right there in good. Not even like toting the line of maybe key player because of this year, but if he had improved this year, maybe we would have upped it. But look, I'm almost on 20 minutes and I'm trying to keep this video very, very short. I've got work to do tonight, which again, if you're watching this within 12 hours of it being posted, I'll be at work. I'll see your comment. I'll make sure I read it and talk about it. But look, I'm going to keep running through here. Pedro Porro. Now, I think he teeters and totters this line between key player and good. Like Destiny, not necessarily the depth that we would like to see where Archie Gray's his backup when it could have been Jed Spence. No one wanted Jed Spence 8 months ago, but now everyone's fighting for Jed Spence, and apparently Ainge is screwing over Jed Spence. But then whenever everyone was going wah and hurling abuse at my manager, the only player that walked over there and fucking defended Ainge was Jed Spence. But apparently, Ainge has ruined Jed.
Ainge, Postecoglou.
So there you go. But look, I'm gonna say I want to say key player, but defensively he's let me down at times. Offensively, he's okay. I'm gonna put him in good. I think he's good. I think he's ahead of Destiny in the sense like he's closer to a key player than Destiny. He's closer to but defensively he still lets me down time and time again. So I got to put him in good. I'm sorry if y'all disagree with me. Now Jed Spence, some would say man, some would say wait on, some would say whatever. I'm going to put him in squad player, and he hasn't been utilized, and that's on Ainge Postecoglou, and y'all should hold him to the fire for that, because there was something that Last Word on Spurs tweeted saying, Postecoglou says he's aware that everyone wants him to play Jed, but he's not going to because he doesn't want to drop in the 11, or some dumb shit like that. And, you know, the line was he doesn't want to lower the quality of his starting 11, and a lot of people have quote tweeted it and they're taking that as a direct quote, which is not a direct quote, by the way. So give your fucking head a wobble, all right, because you're moving real strange. So I'm gonna put Jed in squad player. He hasn't really gotten his chance to perform to show that he's good. He saved us versus Coventry, but look, we move. Mickey Van de Veen, he's injured right now. He's injured a lot, but when he plays, he is so good. I'm actually going to, even with his injuries, this may be a little bit ridiculous, but I'm putting him in key player. I think he is one of those pieces we should build around going in the future. He is young, he's bright. Now, whether you believe it's Ainge Postecoglou's training methods that are breaking these players or the players are breaking, one thing is for sure, this is now his third or fourth hamstring injury in 2 seasons. That's not good. That's either him or that's either Ainge. Now, one of them's got to hold that blame, or our physio department. Which, they systematically have always done that throughout the course of fucking history since I've been a fan. You got a player, it's like, oh, he'll be gone 2-3 weeks. And then he's 2-3 months. Then it's 6 months. Then we'll see him in the summer. And it's like the black hole. I often called our physio room a black hole. But hopefully Mickey Van de Veen will come back from it. I'm going to say he's a key player, man. He's so damn good. And I'm going to say the same thing about Christian Romero. I think he's a key player. I don't think he's untouchable anymore. You asked me last year, you asked me in the summer, I would have said he's untouchable. Don't you fucking think about my kuti. All right? However, in the sense of trying to be balanced, fair, and non-biased, because I love my club more than I love players. First and foremost, I love Tottenham. I love Tottenham before Romero was here. I love Tottenham after Romero's gone. When that is, I don't know. But I was losing a lot of faith with Christian Romero for a while, me personally, because performance-wise, he wasn't doing great. And you can only excuse shit for so long until you're saying, you got to do something right. Do it better, please. And he, got injured. He came back. We were up 2-0, and then he got injured, left, and then we lost 4-3. But I don't blame him for that. However, I don't know if it's the Madrid thing that kind of turned his head, but the facts of the matter are his performances have dropped. His rock solid, what I thought was rock solid, the foundations of that have been chipped away by his performances this year. And as a leader, he's failed us. He failed us as a captain versus Brighton. He failed us as a captain a couple other times that I can't really recall, but I just remember every time he had that armband on, I don't think we won a single fucking game. So I love him. I think he's not as bad as everyone says, but he's not been playing as good as some people also think he is. So right now he's somewhere in between. Again, last year I probably would have told you Kuti is untouchable, right up there with Son. With his comments versus against the board, I would have probably, I've forgiven him some for the whole flirting with the bad bitch in the corner, aka Real Madrid. So I'm going to keep him at key player. I think he is a key player for us. He's a key cog in our machine. And next up is Dragusin, Christian Romero's backup. I see him somewhere at squad player. I see him somewhere as good. Then there's games where he plays where he's actually not good. So I'm actually going to put him at squad player. I'm not saying he's shit. I'm not saying he's not good. He just hasn't been good consistently enough for me to say yes. I think he's good backup. He's our only healthy center back right now, so you got to love him if you don't like him anyway. I think there's still a ceiling there. I fucking hate his agent. I think there's a ceiling there that he hasn't met either. So again, I'm not saying he's not good. I feel like he is good, but he's been inconsistent for us. So I'm going to put him at squad player because he also doesn't start for us. Now, last up, Ben Davies. And I just dropped him on wait on because I just wanted to say just wait on it. Just wait on Daddy Davies, the Welsh Wall, the one man who Erling Haaland cannot score against.
I call you Daddy Davies when I see you play on TV.
Daddy Davies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
You like that? Can I call you Daddy all the time?
If you want.
Big up Ben Davies, Daddy Davies, big up Ben Davies. Look, if you would have asked me in the summer, I would have said sell. You would ask me any other month prior to the summer, I would have said sell. I even said send him back to Wales at one point, which is stupid of me. So then after he put in shift after shift, I was somewhere like meh with Ben Davies. He's been here 10 years, so I do want to give him his respect. And I just felt like, you know what? He's not meh. He's not even squad player. I'm putting him right up there with his best buddy. As far as I'm concerned right now, Ben Daddy Davies is untouchable. He's untouchable. All right? And if you don't like it, comment down below and tell me why I'm wrong. And if you don't comment down below, then haha, you're fucked.
Answer is yes, haha, you're fucked. All right, no, haha, you're fucked. Don't talk over.
Yeah, so, haha, you're fucked. I'm going to say untouchable because fuck it. I can say whatever I want, and I'm going to do it that way. And I'm going to end the video right there with the beautiful season ending. Ben Davies made it to untouchable. Don't touch my papa chulo, Ben Daddy Davies, all right? So, have a little bit of respect. And as always, folks, if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, I advise you to. But if not, you don't have to. The world is your oyster. But these last few things are just for you, not for me or the channel. Stay blessed, stay fresh, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and come on, you Spurs.